You didn't lose them. You lost what was blocking you. This is part 11 of Unmasking Narcissism, and we're going deep today into the part no one likes to talk about, the crash, the ending, the fallout. But sometimes what falls apart was never sent to stay. It was sent to prepare you for what God truly called you to do. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this episode. We've got just one more part left in this series, and I promise you, it's going to seal the work God has already started to do in your life. Let's get into this. Mariah was in a long-term relationship with a man that she believed was her answered prayer. He prayed with her, went to church with her, called her his queen, and told her they were going to build a ministry together. But behind closed doors, it was chaos. He criticized her constantly. He belittled her calling. He used scripture to control her decisions. And he gaslit her into thinking every argument was her fault. Still, Mariah stayed. She said to me, if God sent him, surely I'm supposed to fight for this. But one day, without warning, he left. And Mariah was shattered. She told me, I thought I lost everything. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't eat. I couldn't even pray. Let's be honest. We've all gone through it. The end hurts, but sometimes it's the beginning in disguise. God will allow what you think you need to fall apart so that what you really need can rise. Romans 8:28 tells us this, and we know all things work together for good to them that love God. Not some things, all things, even heartbreak, even abandonment, even betrayal. The enemy meant to break you, but God used it to build you. When narcissists leave, it can feel like you failed, but in reality, the relationship expired the moment it tried to kill your identity. Mariah didn't lose a partner. She lost a parasite, and the detox was painful, but it was necessary. You see, what Mariah couldn't see right away was this. God didn't just remove him. He cleared the space for her voice to rise again. See, when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, everything becomes about them, their emotions, their needs, their narrative, and you, your gifts, your confidence, your purpose, that gets smaller and smaller until you almost forget that you were ever called. But when God removes the idol, he begins restoring the identity. Isaiah 43:19 says, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Sometimes we can't perceive the new thing because we're still grieving the old lie. But the breakup wasn't just a heartbreak. It was a breakthrough. Mariah and I had worked together for months. At first, she could barely talk about her story without crying. She felt ashamed. She felt discarded. She felt like she missed God. But as we began coaching, she started to remember the woman she was before him. We revisited her spiritual gifts. We revisited her prayer language. We revisited her voice. I remember the session where she said, I thought he was the blessing, but losing him was the real deliverance. That woman now leads a Bible study for women who've come out of emotional, abusive relationships. She didn't just recover, she stepped into her assignment. So let's be real. It doesn't always feel like deliverance right away. You're still going to grieve. You're still going to have questions. You'll still have flashbacks of what you thought it was going to be. But that doesn't mean you made the wrong decision. It means that you're human. And healing is not proof that you're weak. Healing is proof that you're in process. Here's what I want you to remember. First, God is not punishing you. He is positioning you. Sometimes peace looks like pain at first. And second, you're not disqualified. You're being qualified. Every tear is watering something God is growing in you. And then your purpose is still alive, even if the relationship died and now it's about to rise. If you've been walking through the wreckage of a narcissistic relationship, if you're grieving, doubting, or silently wondering if you'll ever feel whole again, I want you to know this. God is rebuilding you, and this isn't the end of your story. This is exactly what I help women walk through in coaching. Identifying what was broken, rebuilding what was buried, and walking boldly in purpose with no residue from the past. You don't have to do this alone. Book your free clarity call. The link is right in this description. I want you to comment, "My purpose is rising," if this word met you right where you are. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs the reminder that loss doesn't mean lack. It often means launch. We've got one final episode left in this series, and it's going to be the victory note your soul has been waiting for. I'll see you in part 12, my Purpose Warriors.